I was at work.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had the shit playing, and I would catch like dope bars, and I'd look like, oh, what's the name of the song? Or is it? But the Dios me on it. That one was dope.
Yeah.
Dios me on was dope. Yo, what up, Glenn? What up, my people? How you guys doing? I'm back.
What it do, baby?
What it do, baby? Fuck, man. I gotta shake this shit up.
Really? So I'm
Dog.
drinking cafecito right now, doggy.
Agüita. I'm so fucking. I've been crazy busy last fucking. Well, since I got back from the stupid ass trip I did last week. I've been crazy busy, just fucking
Fuck, I bet,
tired
dog.
too.
You know,
Like,
that's why I haven't bugged you, right? Because I have the majority of the viewing parties already to roll.
mm-hmm.
I think I'm only missing Long Beach, and that's because it's on me. I haven't called them yet. I've been swamped with all the other shit. But I think we're like at 15 to 20, I think maybe.
BPs.
Oh,
But I need
What up,
your
Rodrigo?
I need your input, or not necessarily input. Oh yeah, input really, on coming up with a strategy and how we can go about posting these viewing
Releasing
parties
him?
now. But like more like not necessarily, hey, here's the schedule, but like here are the places,
Yep. No,
because
listen.
I want to get it in people's minds, like, hey, it's gonna be this place, because there's a bunch of new ones,
I
and I don't
think
want it to be like last. Go ahead.
start a. Listen, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna love Trello. Once you start using Trello, you're gonna love Trello.
I
Start
download the app.
start a Trello card about the viewing away assets for social media, and then we can have a full conversation there, so we can have like somewhere to go back and shit. You know what I mean? Because when we do it on Slack, like that shit gets lost and then we forget about it. But when it's on Slack on Trello, you got a due date, and we can have the conversation there, like through the comments and through the threads. I really like it. What up, everybody? Sorry for talking all that that behind the scenes shit, administrative shit with Angel. What up, Manny? What up, Rodrigo? How you guys feeling? How you guys coping? What up, Adrian?
All right.
Victor?
You know what? I think I'm not signed into it. Let me do that now.
You know you signed into Trello. Have you even signed up for Trello? You
Yeah.
did, yeah, because yeah,
Bitch, the fuck?
yeah.
I'm the only one that utilizes it.
No, not accurate.
Hmm.
Not accurate.
Okay, apart from you.
Okay, maybe. Okay, that's true. What up, William? Oh shit, he remembered today. What up, Big Will? How you doing, Papa? Emma, you didn't play Weekend League?
nah, dog. Fuck Weekend League, to be honest,
Ooh.
bro. Shit. Ever since I stopped playing Weekend League,
Ah.
dog, it's just been stress free for me, dog. FIFA is. I don't even pick it up, bro. To be honest, like that shit's.
I missed it so much. What's up, Evelyn? I missed it so much last week. I played my full 30 games. I even I gave my last 2 games. I played the whole game, but I gave the wins. Let them score 3 goals before I
Oh
started playing.
shit.
Yeah,
That shit was fun.
honestly, dog,
So-
I miss it. I don't miss like the pressure of getting my games done. Like this weekend, like I was so busy on Saturday. I went to Knott's, and then I went to a family member's house after, and then Sunday I woke up. I was gonna play FIFA. I ended up watching Netflix instead, and then the whole Kobe shit came out. I was in a sad as fuck mood, and then went to Eli's birthday party, and then I, spent most of the day there, and then fucking
Call home and chill and shit.
just-
Call it
yeah,
a
dog,
night.
like fuck Weekend League, though. That shit's not worth my stress, bro.
Hey, Angel,
Yeah.
if you're on Trello right now, put this in the notes so we can think about this. It says Rodrigo says, "What about a picture or picture graphic of the bar where the watch party will be at, so people know what to look for?" I think that's not a bad look.
How so?
Just
As
having
in like the storefront?
yeah, pretty much like and maybe not for all
I
of
mean
them.
that, like the facade, basically.
Yeah, maybe not for all of them, but maybe for like the new ones or whatever, or at least until people start recognizing them as a spot. It's something to think about. So you might add into
Alright.
notes.
Just a couple things for you because I'm going through
What up,
the
Julio?
app right now.
What up,
Did you
Anderson?
integrate Stripe already?
It's not being striped, but yeah, that's part of what we're talking about with it was a note on Slack. What I've been talking with Tony about with the ticketing.
Where would it be?
It's in the Slack.
Ticketing and sales
No.
on Slack.
Yeah, it's on Slack. It was what we were talking about earlier today. We
I
talked
don't
about.
think I'm on it then on that Slack channel.
I think it's on the. I don't know. I don't know which one it is, but yeah,
Because I haven't seen
You
anything.
haven't
So
seen
that's honestly,
Well,
I didn't even know the site was down. I
it
recently
was-
found out.
the site. Oh shit, is it on?
Well, it was at least at some point last week, and I didn't realize it.
Yeah, Nelson. The last one, I've been mad busy the whole week since I got back from the East Coast, so I haven't had a chance to convert it to audio. And then it got too late because we're doing the podcast today. So we'll figure a way. We're gonna put it in Spotify, but it won't be the immediately just because we release this one tomorrow. Yorkshire and Torrance. Yeah. Yorkshire on the list? I don't know if you want to talk about it, but Anderson's asking about Yorkshire. Is that still one of our spots this year or no?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I think that's just one of those plays that's gonna be always a
Always
Galaxy
there.
bar.
Dope.
Even if we advertise it or not, it's a known thing. Although we're always still gonna post it just
Yep.
because
just
it's
make
gonna be
sure.
an ongoing mainstay on. But in addition to that, just so you're aware, was it who asked for it? Anderson Jordan.
Yeah.
Pescador and Carson is also gonna be one of
That's
the
a spot,
official
though.
viewing supports. Yeah.
No, no,
Listen.
That's a spot.
no.
So if you can't make it to Yorkshire, you can also definitely make it out to Pescador and Carson.
Don't do
so.
it, dog. Don't
I
do
mean,
it.
it's
Go
a
to Yorkshire.
spot.
Viewing parties, some viewing
Don't do
parties,
it.
we
Dog, that
Mm.
place. Even if you go,
Doesn't matter where it's
I
at.
thought
No
about
matter
it,
which
I
one
thought
it
about
is.
Montebello, Pescador,
Yep.
and it doesn't fucking matter anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So
As long as
that
it's
might
Pescador.
as well be
Pescador.
Shit.
As long as
They're all
Pescador, you know it's popping. Cheesy,
Yeah.
what up, Cheesy? Nah, listen. From what we know, is no Sunglass George today. That could change when he comes in. He will be joining us. I think he's gonna be running a little late today, but he's gonna be joining us, and we'll see whether sunglasses are on or off. Hopefully not. I mean, it's a lot of work for me when he has sunglasses on, so I hope he's not wearing sunglasses today.
Beep, beep, beep.
Eve picked me up for Pescador. Nelson, you don't even drink. Fool, shut up. I remember I went with Nelson to Pescador after a game once, and I bought 2 modelos in horchata. I was like, let me get a horchata. I was like, horchata? Like, you want some alcohol in there? He's like, nah, just horchata. And I was like,
He
okay.
wanted a rum chata, dog.
Nah, he didn't even want that. I wanted him to get in there. He didn't want that. I was like, all right, cool, I guess. Horchata it is.
He's-
You want to hear already the spots that we have confirmed?
Yeah.
All right, so Tom's Urban is going to be the new spot in downtown
I'm
LA.
excited about that, too.
Huh?
Actually, you want to hold that? You want
Yeah, save it for the
yeah,
pod
use that
pod.
for the ACB plug. Just kind of tease them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I like this.
Yeah.
Though. I like that.
But yeah, you know how they took over the pizza spot?
Yeah.
Right next
Well,
to it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the
And they
I'm in the
converted
channel.
it
I've seen
into
it.
yeah, so that's
That's gonna be a
Galaxy as
spot.
fuck
It's gonna be
moving
a
forward.
spot. Yeah, I
Yep.
like this. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that shit fire, man. Nelson. With ice? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got it. Listen, I don't remember. I was, I don't want to say I was drunk, but I wasn't necessarily sober either. So I don't remember if I had ice or not. What
Is
up,
that
who's
the
the
day
one?
when you asked me if I needed a ride, and I was like, nah, mate.
Yeah, that's the day.
No.
That's the day.
I died that day, dog.
That's the day.
I fucking died that day.
Another arm wrestling match? Was that the one? Jesse versus who did the arm wrestling at PES? Do you remember this? Do you not remember this? It was Jesse versus somebody else, and they would like nobody budged. So they were just there for like fucking for like 10 minutes. And I was like, all right,
That's
guys,
funny.
you guys gonna give up? That was funny. You guys watch WrestleMania? Anybody watch WrestleMania?
You mean Royal Rumble?
That's what I said. I said Royal Rumble. Stupid.
You mean Royal Rumble?
That's exactly what I said. Anybody
I
watch
did
it?
not watch because there was nothing about it that interested me this year.
Word?
And then I seen Edge came out.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking sad.
No.
I'm sad as fuck that I missed it, bro. Like legit, that's like
What up, Daisy?
Chris Jericho, and then Edge is like my favorite wrestlers of all time.
And
And
there's-
I missed it. I missed it, dog.
No, you just seen it. So it's crazy because I heard the intro, right? And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like,
You think you know me?
right, yeah, exactly. And I was like, they're probably gonna reboot it with somebody else, or then I have some storyline of like his son is wrestling, some shit, right? I thought it was gonna be some bullshit. And then he actually came out, but it took me a second to realize it was him, because my man looks like he's been through some
Wrestling
shit.
is fake.
Come on, dog. You're not surprising anybody, but Edge looked like he's been through some shit over the last few years, dog. Like,
I bet. Well,
You know
he's
what I
been
mean?
acting, you know.
look, it looks like if you. Nah, I'm not even gonna say it, though. Whatever.
Which is the
He
one that had
tried
the heavy metal band? Was it him or was it Christian?
Nah, Chris Jericho has a heavy metal band.
there
Oh
you go.
shit! Oops.
And
All
for
right,
just mute yourself right now. Me and grown folk talking over here.
cool. Nah, because that's some real shit, not fake shit. That's why.
Oh, word. That's what it is.
Mhm.
Heavy
Heavy metal bands are real.
That's-
Puta.
That show was tight though, man. Like I didn't expect. I put it on just because like I wasn't really doing anything, so I put it on, and when that shit happened, I was
wait,
like,
I didn't
oh,
watch it because I was at Dave and Buster's yesterday.
oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
wasn't there.
That's real shit,
I was
Masa. Good looking
chilling.
out.
I
Yeah,
was
of
just
course, baby.
chilling. You think you know me? Yeah, that show was tight. Legit, I was pretty happy that I saw that because that was dope. And then at one point it was like what's his name? RKO and fucking Edge in the middle of the ring, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, what year is this? I was just bugging out, like, yo, what year is this?
Yo,
Like, this is
I'm gonna tell you a quick story about Edge, right? So I went with my sister because she's a big wrestling fan. I went with my sister to go watch a live event, or I think it was SmackDown like a while back, and Edge was champion at the time. So he had this feud with Batista at the time, and we're sitting nosebleeds with my sister, and there's like a family right like next to us or in front of us. I can't remember. And Batista comes out, everybody's cheering,
Oh shit!
and my sister and
Hey, what's
myself
up?
are like booing as fuck. And then Edge
We're on
comes
like
out,
no, we're
and,
on already.
and my sister and I are probably one of the few people cheering, but like in our section, we were the only ones cheering. And some little girl, like I want to say she was like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I think so.
Why?
That is a question. We're gonna
She's
cover
like,
that if
why
we
do
don't
you
say
like
anyone else.
Edge? I was like,
All
why do you
right.
like Edge? And I was like, in my head, I'm like, shut up, little
So
girl.
you're the
Like,
first official
fuck off.
caller on straight from the stands.
put him
How
on.
do you
Hold on,
feel
hold on,
about
hold on.
that?
Put him on, Angel. Put him on speaker.
All right, hold on, wait, hold on.
Put him on speaker.
Hold on. Hey, caller.
What's going on?
What the?
Can I get your name, please?
My name is Bacadito Be Nasty.
Well, okay.
Hey,
Hey, Rockadillo, be nasty. What can we do for you today?
ask him who's the shout out for.
I want you to answer
What song he
all the
wants.
fucking questions that you guys always forget.
Okay, what's that question that we always forget, sir?
All right. If we don't sign another center back, do you guys feel comfortable going in with the players that we have right now, starting the season that way?
Okay.
All right, next caller. Oh, we can do
All right.
that.
Appreciate it.
I'm looking forward to the show.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, caller. Appreciate it.
You guys keep it up.
All right, thank you.
Ask him the dedication.
All right.
All right. Next caller.
Next caller. Oh, Tyler, man, dope, man. I'm hoping you guys. I hope everybody's fucking listening to the chants and are ready to go as soon as season starts. No,
Hey,
I don't
fuck
know
yeah, that
this
was my
song.
idea, bitch.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, but because it was my idea, it took forever to do it. But if it had been your idea, you would have done it like 3 months ago.
Perhaps. Perhaps. Oh,
I mean, fuck, at least you're not lying about it, right? Fuck it.
You know what it is? It's tedious. It's tedious as fuck, and I have a problem doing tedious shit. I like being creative. So when you're making me, like, yeah, it was tedious. And now oh man, I'll hit you guys up tomorrow on Slack about this shit. Mazda, yeah, continue the story. I'm sorry, baby. So
I forgot what.
no. So they asked him, well, why do you like Edge? I think that's the question they asked.
Oh, I don't know. That was dope, Doug.
He looks like a porn star.
He looks like a porn. Not anymore.
Maybe that's why, Doug.
Not anymore, though.
When he used to
Oh, well,
fake
that's not-
smash
I don't
Lita
know about now,
inside the
but-
ring, Doug.
Yeah, that's why I remember him.
Yeah.
Anyways, there was a little girl, like 7, 8 years old probably. She's like, "Why do you like Edge?" She looked at me, and in my head, I was like, "Shut up, bitch! Like, fuck off." That was the story.
That was the
Obviously,
story.
I didn't tell her that, dog. But yeah, she got me heated, dog.
Fuck them
Look at
kids,
that,
huh?
dog.
Fuck them kids, huh?
You know, I hate
dog.
you guys.
She's like, "Why do you like Edge?" I'm like, "Shut up, fucking little cunt." Whatever.
Oh shit! Damn, George. All right, relax.
What the man? What? Hey, happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday, y'all.
And here I was in a bad mood, and now
Mhm.
Masa got me in a good mood.
You
All
should
right.
be in a good mood, baby. That's what I'm here for.
That was fucking killing me. You're killing me, Larry. All right, boys.
You're killing me, Larry.
Man.
Or your mattress is free.
So back to Edge story or what? No, that was it. That was it.
That was it, dog. I was mad at the little girl for asking me why I like Edge.
like,
Like, fuck you, let me like Edge. Like, fuck off.
Dog, straight up, your SmackDown or Raw story is better than how my Raw story ended. So
Dog, you don't remember your story.
exactly. No, so that's what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? I like the end of your story better than me. They're better than mine. Mine was too much. Mine was too much. What the fuck? All right, boys. You guys ready? About to get this
No.
shit started. Oh, you're not ready? Okay.
No, I am. I don't care.
I'll wait for you.
No, dale.
No.
I'm just writing that. I'm just doing work I should be doing some other time.
No, I'm not even gonna say that on air. I was gonna say it. I was gonna say what I said in the chat earlier today, but I can't because that's actual tangible evidence. So I'm not.
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you might
Hi,
have been
George.
busy.
What up?
Oh shit, George just made it right on fucking time, baby. Hi, how are you? How you
Good.
feeling? How you coping?
Hey, I'm updating my. There we go. We're good. You should hear me better. I'm
Yep.
good. I'm good. I just came back from. I went to the Lakers training facility.
Oh, dope. Did they have a memorial today for him? For Kobe?
They have like a big wall set up, like a canvas of his picture, and they have like a vigil.
Nice. All right, boys. Let's get into the show, and then we'll talk about it. Yeah. Before we run the show, I kind of want to take just a minute and pay respects to Kobe. So join us in sharing a moment of silence for Kobe.
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 my supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Masa. This is Straight from the Stands.
Good evening. How you guys doing today?
What it do, baby?
What's up? What's up?
What up, man? How you guys doing? How you guys coping? A fucked up day yesterday.
To be
It's
honest,
rough.
like, I'm still sad as fuck. Like,
No.
I'm not a Laker fan or whatever, but I mean, Kobe is LA culture, dog, and
Oh.
I saw him play. You know, that's like my MJ, dog. Like,
Yep.
I
100%.
don't remember MJ. I remember Kobe. Kobe
That's
was the
very
GOAT.
true.
So, mad respect to him, mad respect for getting 5 championships, dog. What I like about Kobe too, he's a killer, dog. Like,
Yeah, man.
respect as fuck.
It's the mama mentality.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly what he built upon.
It's
It was
great.
crazy. Yesterday was a emotional day, to say the least.
Easy.
I was coaching. I was coaching some kids. I was coaching in the afternoon when it happened, and I get a call from my brother. And you know how when you get a call, you could send a text message back, and it ends the call. And I told him I'm busy. Hit you up later. So I put the phone in my pocket. And he's like, the phone code died. And then I put my phone down. I was like, now I gotta focus with these kids. I gotta be with the kids. And like literally, when I got back to my phone, I had like 30 text messages, 11 missed calls. And I was like, fuck, I still have to drive home. Like, I was like, I don't want to see anything. I just got to hold it together. But once I got home, like, it became a reality.
Yeah.
It became some real shit. It was hard. Like Masa said, I grew up a Laker fan. My family were Laker fans. I couldn't appreciate Jordan for what Jordan was. Kobe was our Jordan, and I think from just seeing his hard work, seeing everything, you adapt that, you put that into your regular life. Well, personally, me, as far as how he was talented, but he worked for what he had, and that's what was amazing about him. He worked. He count. I mean, I could go on, but yeah.
100%, man. It's crazy too, cause like he was ingrained in us, right? Because like I mean, he's what you think when you think of a champion, of fucking somebody with that passion and just everything, right? Because it was last night when after we finished eating, I have a trash can near where we ate, so I tossed it. And what do you do when you toss paper to the trash can? Kobe, right? And it hit me then, like, because I didn't even think about it. It's just kind of something you do. I mean, at least I do, right? I don't know how common this is, but it's Kobe, right? Anytime you shoot anything, it's always Kobe, right? And it hit me, it's just like, damn, fucked up. Rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, baby. Rest in peace, everybody that passed.
Everybody.
Wow, that's just fucked up. Angel, do you want to share anything? You good?
I'm good.
All right. Sorry to start off show on a little bit of a downer, but I thought, you know,
You have to.
yeah, I couldn't not acknowledge that. All right, boys, but let's get on. First of all, I want to say, yo, George, shout out to you, for getting the show live last week. I know that's
Yeah.
just it's intricate and you have to get used to the system or whatever, but you figured it out in like 30 minutes. So shout out to you for that, man.
Nah, I'm glad we got it out for everybody. It was dope to have to actually run a pod. It was cool.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate the help.
Yeah, for sure. No, like I said again, dope getting it out. On me, I got back. Just let me give a quick recap of how my end of the week last week came about. Just to get context on why the audio version hasn't been up yet. Um, I went with Angel to ISC, Angel and Karina to ISC on Thursday night. Was in Baltimore Friday, Saturday. Supposed to leave Baltimore Sunday at 8 a.m. to get back to LA by 10 a.m. to go back to Jersey on Monday at 7 a.m. My dumbass forgot. My dumbass might have drank just a little too much on Saturday night. Missed my flight. Didn't get back home until 10 p.m. Sunday night, just to get on a flight back to Newark at 7 a.m. the next day. Was there for 24 hours, and I was back in LA by 7 p.m. on that Tuesday. And ever since then, I haven't stopped. Like it's just been, I was backed up on some ACB Victoria block work that I had to get done. I was backed up on some actual work I had to get done, and I was definitely backed up with sleep. So I didn't get out. I didn't get the audio out. That's completely on me. I just been just a little bit busy. So again, apologize for that. We'll think of a way to get it out where it doesn't interfere with our other shows. But yeah, that was my week, and that was why I wasn't here and why the audio wasn't up. How's how's the rest of you guys doing? How you guys doing? How's
I'm busy too.
how's
bro.
your week? Yeah.
Work, crazy busy, bro. Been working like 10, 12 hours daily.
Nice.
Like sometimes I even go in Saturday, but not this weekend though. Fuck
It's
all
better
that.
it's better to be busy than not busy.
Accurate.
Exactly.
Accurate as fuck.
I finally got back on my feet. 2 weeks ago, I was sick. I
Mhm.
was out for most of the week. Last week, I finally got back into the transition, just getting back into my schedule, which felt really good.
Yeah. Angel, how you got back into the groove of things right after? Because I know you were here on that Monday, but after that, you were back in your groove after being out there.
Yeah, I mean, this past Friday, I got really fucked up with my coworkers.
I kind of seen that in your stories a little bit.
It wasn't even supposed to be that way. It wasn't. The
Whenever
thing
you're
is,
alone, is it ever a way that you think you're not gonna get fucked up?
no, this time I really expected not to. The thing is, so we have a new guy that started working with us. Cool dude. He's from Australia. Like, hey, come hang out with us. We'll just keep it chill, beer pong, and all right. So, we started drinking. I bought some food. So we all had chicken from Northgate Market. Just chilling. Nothing wild. Oh boy's taking his sweet ass time. We're like, what the fuck? Like, where the fuck is he? And then it eventually, like, all right, man, you know what? Fuck this shit. Like, let's kick it up a notch. Beer pong went to playing Rage Cage to taking shots to fuck it, let's go hit one of the bars really quick. We hit one of the bars. Points I black out.
All bad.
Yeah, I blacked out. It's a lot more. It's a lot more than that.
Yeah.
It's
That
not-
you
yeah.
don't want to share right now, but.
But yeah, no, I don't want to share right now. But part of it is because it was a very shitty week at work, and I kind of filled you guys in. It's kind of carried over into this week, and it's obviously with the whole Kobe news, and then having to, as a parent, be a parent to
Yeah.
your kid when you feel like shit. It's like, but you gotta suck it up for your kids, So I had to do my daddy shit yesterday, and obviously go to work today, and because I have Nate, gotta go to school, gotta go pick him up, gotta do all that shit. So it's been if you ask me, I wish we could be we could restart 2 weeks ago all over again. Things were on a positive, and we went and we had a good time, and we came back and she just starts.
Turn
Yeah.
turn south quick, huh?
Yep.
All right,
real
man. You know
quick.
what? But let's not even focus on the negative like that. Let's
This is
keep.
a very down episode.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't like where
hey,
it's going.
Angel,
But
what happened to your Australian homie? That fool show up?
So eventually he showed up, but
were you guys already at the
but
bar
nah. So apparently he did show up to the
to the house?
to David, to my other coworkers, David's spot. The thing is that I was so fucked up at that point that I don't remember it. I don't remember him ever showing up. I don't remember him ever showing up. Nah. Apparently I did some really fucked up shit to him and I had to apologize and I still feel shitty about it. But
Oh
like
man,
everyone now, everyone
That
was
sounds
like,
like
yo,
the Angel I know.
Angel, Angel,
yo.
Angel. Do you mind me sharing the story about the hotel room after Friday night when you got drunk?
That's fair, but you can't say it's the same thing as it was in Utah because I passed out.
No. Was it? No, that was Saturday night when you locked me out, or Friday night we got you back to the room. I'll just talk about the room. I'm not gonna talk about anything else.
All right, go
You
ahead.
don't mind? All right, no. So
Yeah.
story
Listen,
time.
I have no shame. Feel
Well,
free.
Baltimore story time, right?
right.
We go out Friday night after the conference for some social drinks, right? Social being the key word. Um, to say at least there's a lot of free drinks or a lot of very cheap drinks, and we ended up, well, all right. Let me take this back. I had to work for a little bit, right? And we're a 3 hour difference, so I stopped working around 11 p.m., 8 p.m. this time, LA time. So it wasn't late, but in the East Coast,
Late over
11
there. Yeah, it was late in the East
So,
Coast.
so by the time I get to Angel, Angel's
I had
already
already been fucked up.
Angel's already drunk at this point, right? Because you started drinking like maybe
Not
seven.
stop.
Accurate. He didn't stop, but like then he picked up the pace around 7. So by this time he's been drinking for about 5 hours. I ended up meeting up with him. He's fucked up and whatever. We still go to another bar, and he drinks some more. Finally get him to they kick us out of the bar because closing time. Finally get him to Uber. We get to Uber. I'm scared the whole 3-minute ride in the Uber. The motherfucker's gonna throw up because he's hiccuping and burping. I'm like, fuck, dog, come on, just hold it in. You got 3 minutes. Hold it in you. He holds it in. We end up getting fucking some pizza and we go upstairs to the room. This fool fucking, he's just being wild. I'm on FaceTime and a bit. He's all up in the mix. He's dancing. He's doing his thing. It's fun.
Oh shit, I remember that.
You remember that? And,
Nah, I don't.
and I got screenshots. I'll share them with you.
Shit.
Point is he knocks out, right? And it's cool. Like I knock out eventually too. But like at 5 a.m, I hear shuffling, dog. I'm like, what the fuck? And is this for going to the restroom? All right, he's going to the restroom, whatever. Let him be. About 20 minutes later, I hear more shuffling. I'm like, what the fuck? So I wake up again. This motherfucker's standing like outside of the restroom, sleepwalking. Oh, he's literally sleepwalking, right? And he's feeling himself. Like he's doing this thing. Like his eyes dead sleep, dog, but he's doing this thing. And he's shuffling like within maybe 2 feet. Like he's not moving, but his feet are just kind of going apeshit, dog. Just shuffling like a motherfucker. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Now, I seen Step Brothers, and then mentioned never to wake up a sleepwalker, right? And I'm like, I'm not waking this motherfucker up. Like I'm just gonna chill in the bed and just stare at this motherfucker do his thing. Right? So he's fucking
That's funny.
just doing his thing dog, for like a good dog, I'm talking about like good 5 minutes. And I'm just there, I don't know why I didn't get my phone and took a picture, but I'm just laughing at his ass, right? Well, eventually he gets to the bed and he starts talking in his sleep. Not saying no, he's not talking. He's making noises because he's not talking. He knocks out. I knock out. I wake up. I was like, cool, because we have the conference started again at 9 a.m. So I woke up like around 8, took a shower, got ready. As I go into the bathroom, tell me why I find a full ass towel inside the toilet, like inside the fucking toilet, dog, like all the way in there. Like this motherfucker grabbed it and put it in, dog.
How
I'm
do
like,
how I know? How do I know it wasn't you and you just trying to blame me?
because I was sober Friday night because I didn't drink Friday night, and then when I know what the fuck, no, it was you,
I have
bitch.
no recollection of any of that.
I was just dying. I was like, the next day, like the lady comes in for fucking, or they pass by for the housekeeping. He's like, housekeeping. I was like, nah, we're good. I'm like, just get some fucking towels, because you might want to throw it in the toilet again. That shit was fucking hilarious, though, man. That shit was dope.
That's funny.
I ain't missed. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. But yeah, man. All right, boys. Let's get into some Galaxy talk. So Chicharito's over line. You guys talked about it. Have you heard any other rumors about what's happening
The
right now?
one that I recall recently was that the Galaxy are interested in Carlos Salcedo.
Oh, that's right.
The only thing I've heard.
I saw the picture of it. That shit was old. I didn't.
No,
Raul.
It was not even someone posted a picture, but that should have been old. Just so everyone knows, DTK and Carlos Salcedo have a close relationship. They basically comment on each other's shit all the time. There's nothing there, but there is a There was a rumor from I forgot who it was recently that Carlos Salcedo might be in the looks, and GBS gave the thumbs up, and they'll see what they can do. But I don't know how that will work out. I'm pretty sure that
Money
fool makes
wise,
a
yeah,
lot of money.
yeah. I mean, so let's take that away for a second, right? Well, how would you guys feel about Carlos Salcedo coming to G's? What's your initial thoughts on that?
Beast, baby.
I'm all for it. Yep.
I'll take it.
He has MLS experience. He has Mexican League experience. He has Bundesliga experience. So I think he'll be ready to knock it out the park over here with us.
And who would you guys see moving out of a starting position, right? Because I'm assuming that if he comes over, he'd be for a starting position. Am I
Joe Benny.
No,
What?
that Joe Benny, like he'll lose position.
Nah, Salcedo's a center
I know,
back.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't play defensive mid.
Yeah, that's what I thought he played too. I'm
Nah,
wrong.
he plays CB.
Nah, he's been playing CB for Tigres, baby.
I
Oh,
mean,
them people.
shit, yeah, or Ceres at that point.
Nah, chill.
Survival of the fittest. Listen, survival of the fittest. We're playing better. You know what I mean? Like last year was Steris, and if this year's people, then I'll take people, whoever it is. But yeah, I was with George. I thought he was playing defensive mid.
Me too.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, if it's center back, it's even more a plus for me. I mean, that's one of the places we all think we still need some.
Well, remember that's a question that our first time, long time caller, what's his name? B Dakadeska Nasty or whatever the fuck he said.
Something like that.
He asked, right, that, with the current squad that we have, do we feel good going into the season? And not necessarily the squad, the question was really more on the center backs.
Mm-hmm.
Right, based on the current squad that we have, based on the current center backs that we have, this is assuming that we only have two. Right? When in People and Steris, the question was asked, how do you guys feel going into it? It doesn't sound like you guys are not necessarily cool with, but shaky, I guess.
Well, yeah. Listen, I'll let's go ahead and answer that right now. For me, if we go into a season with just those two guys, we're in trouble. Right? We're an injury away or a fucking dip in form away from fucking being no better than we were last year. So for me, just for that simple reason, because we're so thin back there, we need some reinforcement. I don't think just those two guys could cut it, right? Especially with nobody else putting pressure on the positions. Like, yeah, I think we need somebody else. Not saying that I don't think those two guys could get it done, but without having any pressure from somebody else or banking on them staying healthy or staying in form the whole year, that's a high risk, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I think in a lot of positions we might be a injury away from.
Okay, so
but I think in center back is the most obvious.
cool. Listen, so one of the things I want to talk about today is kind of just rating what we've done in the transfer window so far, right? Given that the transfer window is weird, because I think, did it open already or did it just open? It's like the timing of it is weird because I know it goes to the end of February or some shit like that for us. But so far, right? We brought in Acosta. We brought in Sasha. We brought in Emiliano. We brought in Chicha. Am I missing somebody?
Katay.
Oh, I'm brought in Katay.
Acosta.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we
Acosta's
said
the first
Costa.
name, first
Oh,
name.
okay.
What do you guys think about that? Like, what do you think? Have we done? What's your thoughts on how we approach this transfer window, this offseason?
I think it's to me it's so far it's like a B
Yeah.
so far. I mean we filled in spots that we didn't have, which is the most important thing. There's still a lot of I guess you could say the transfer market's still open for a while, so
Still room.
I mean,
yeah, still time.
so far I'll give it like a B, just because we don't really have depth at certain spots. But I mean, we filled in the roles that we needed at least to get the team going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with
so-
Masa. I think my bad. I'm exactly with Masa. I think for what we got and the players that we brought in, they're great names. The Katais and the Insuas, I didn't really know much about, but I trust our coach. But I think going back to what you touched on, we're injury away, and I think a lot of positions and we're injury away in a lot of positions from, just waving the white flag and bringing someone up from G2. So I think now that we got the meat, time to add the potatoes. Make this a steak and potatoes dinner instead of just having the steak.
Real hearty meal.
Yeah, yeah. I think now it's time to add the cushion.
For the
For the
to really
pushing.
to really have that depth for this team. So far, so good, but I think we do need a little more.
Angel.
Damn, people are gonna get pissed.
Go for it. It's you. What the fuck? They're always gonna get pissed. Of course it is.
I say it's a C plus or a C right now.
And in the chat's the same. Why?
Huh?
Question before you go into that, with or without Chicha, if we would
With
have gotten no, say if we got in a Nico Castillo or someone like that, how much of would your grade dip?
I still
Or
say C
increase.
plus.
Even with Chicha, even
Yeah,
with
even with Chicha, like that, I don't think.
oh shit.
Listen, unless we're gonna go with again, gonna go back to my, and this is again fan made shit, or like a Kun Agüero type of player where he's on a different level, right? Elite type of player, elite type of striker. I'm not saying no. I am saying that Chicharito is not a Kun Agüero, right? This is a fact.
Even for this market?
But I'm not talking about the market right now. I'm talking about on the field.
On the field. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
No, I'm talking about on field.
Okay,
This is not
that's fine.
on
That's fine.
market. This
That's
is
fine.
A plus.
That's fine.
Just on the position of Chicharito alone, that's already A plus. Like Galaxy won the offseason. There's no question about it.
So we're just talking
Talk about
completely
on
on
the
the field.
field.
Yep. Oh, that's
Yeah,
good. That
completely
works
on the
for me.
field. Completely
Yep.
on the field. It goes back to my shit, right? What I've been bringing up with, and it doesn't matter if it's Chicharito or if it's Cavani. To me, that the midfield is still the same as last year, right? And with the exception of Katai, whom I don't know very well, and this is why I'm going to say it's a C plus, because to me, it's not really a stand. And I hope I'm wrong. I 100% hope I'm wrong. But just based on what I let alone loan right now, and this is just given last year, because nothing really has changed in the midfield, right? Our three in the middle is going to be a rotation of 4 potential players, add a fifth, and Sasha Kleshton, which is good depth, which is why I say C plus, because he gives it a bump. We don't get to the B. But Pavon is still going to be Pavon. He's still going to be your guy there. So that's not going to change your score. We're talking about how we've done the transfer market, right? We're not asking about how our squad is right now. Our squad, I'd still say maybe like a B plus in general. But in terms of transfer market and how we've done the transfer, with the transfers, there's no depth for Pavon. Katai goes down. That's it. And again, this is for me assuming he does well. And unless those midfielders do something different than they did last year, which they were doing towards the end, and I hope they do with Chicharito, the transfers are not impactful. I mean, sure, Sasha can compete for a starting role. Cool. C plus there. But then what about everyone else? We can talk about Emiliano and Sua all we want, but then we still have the same issues with the 2 center backs. What's the other one? There's no acquisition done there. It's, to me, we still have a lot depth mostly, right? Because what's the Acosta guy gonna do? And look, I hope he's something nice on that wing. But then what's the point of bringing Emiliano?
Yep.
Right.
I think he's a death piece as well, right?
Yeah, and again, which is fine, death piece. But it's so far everyone they've brought in for depth, with the exception of Sasha, leaves questions to be asked. Okay, well, is there really a death? Like I think George mentioned earlier, what happens if Katai goes down? What happens if Pavon goes down? Of course,
Who's
there's
next?
ways that we
Who's
can,
next on
we
line?
can probably talk about. Okay, Leggett can play that wing, fine. We could talk about that, but is that what we want from Leggett? No one wants that from Leggett.
I don't know, man. I don't know because this is just about Legit. Like do you remember his first year when he was playing out wide? That's where we saw the most swagger from him. That's where we saw the most swagger from him at all.
I'm just saying this is not what people want from Leggett. In general, they want him in that midfielder role.
Okay.
I'm
Fair
not
enough.
saying again. I'm not saying that.
Fair enough.
But then that's at that point we're talking about. Okay, well, what's his position? Is he really a center midfielder or is he a winger? Well, are we playing him out of position this entire time? That goes into a whole different conversation.
I don't want to do this conversation right now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying. Just based alone on the current transfer market, just for on the field, I'd say C plus in terms of the current players that we've acquired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough. I'll give him a B. I'll give him a B because, and listen, and this is me speculating, right? This is me thinking I know what GPS wants, but I think we brought in the players to play a style that's more of what's in tune to what he wants to do, right? Obviously a big one being Chicharito, but I think Katai too, because Katai is a natural winger who possesses more skill than Antuna did, because Antuna had he had one thing for sure, and that was the speed, and lacked a lot in all the other areas. Whereas Katai seems right, and this is again me speculating because again, just like Angel, I'm not a Katai expert. I haven't seen him much other than whenever he played against Galaxy. But even then, I don't recall him. But I think they brought in players that they're gonna make that system work, right? Or at least in theory work, right? In paper, it feels like it will work. Um, so I'll give him a B. I'll give him a B. With that being said, I agree with 100% what you said. But let me ask a question: do you guys think it's easier to find defensive depth and pieces than it is to find the attacking pieces?
100%. For me, I believe so.
You believe that it's easier for to find a center back, right?
Yeah. Well, look what we did with Polenta.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that he was. I really liked him a lot, and he wasn't somebody that was personally me in my radar. So I think it was easier to find something like that than go out and pick up a Zlatan Ibrahimovic or pick up a Christian Pavon.
Chicharito.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree. And I think I think that's what we'll see. I think coming, again the window's not closed, and by no means we're just doing this a little early. And also like everything I've read so far, it seems that they're still looking out for that defensive pieces that they're missing. They do that. Listen, and I'll say something else too, right? I see a lot of comments on the chat about people we can't play people. I think Ant said we can't have people there at all. I'm gonna say my reservation.
I disagree.
I'm gonna say my reservation for that because last year that's exactly what I was saying about Steris.
Exactly.
At the beginning of the year, that's exactly what I was saying about Steris. Like we can't have him here. Whatever it takes, he has to go. Steris has changed my mind on the way I think about some of these things because I was not expecting what happened last year with Steris.
Another one, just add to that. Jelle Van Dam, first year good, second year trash. So obviously it's opposite, but same concept. Just because this past year he was shit doesn't mean he's gonna be shitty this year.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
So
I agree. Listen, I'm gonna give him benefit of doubt until again he proves us otherwise again, right? Maybe he just needed that adjustment period. But I'm not gonna knock him completely off the fucking list right now just because I did that with Stairs last year and that bit me in the ass. So let's not do it again, right? I mean, Angel's the only one that believes in Stairs from the beginning, so I'll give him that.
That is true.
yeah,
He did. That was one of his predictions.
But yeah, it's interesting. I definitely want to see what else they come up with over the next few weeks and see how they reinforce. But overall, I'm not upset with what's been on the moves they've been making right now. You know what I mean? I'm not upset. They even brought up that one kid. I know. I'm pretty sure it's just to lock him into a contract. But the goalkeeper, Eric Lopez, I like that move too. You know what I mean? I think Tucker from
he hit it perfectly.
Yep, Tucker over there at Riot.
Riot Squadcast. Why can't you ever say it? Dude, you got beef with Riot Squad?
That came out of your mouth. That came out of your mouth.
I think that's true.
I
heard it here first. Rudy hates Riot Squadcast.
Wow, somebody clip that. No, but he was when he was talking about Eric Lopez, and I hadn't even thought about it that way. But he said, in a year, he develops good enough to not Steve got out of the second goalkeeper spot, and now we have a homegrown player that not hitting our salary cap on the bench, just waiting for Bingham to get injured or whatever, and then a year or two later, like he develops into enough good of a goalkeeper that he knocks him out of the starting position. Like that'd be the ideal scenario, right? And that will cost us absolutely nothing. So I think that's a smart move too. And we've seen what happens when we don't sign our young players. We end up losing them for free.
They flourish.
Yep. So
they're gone.
I'm good with this. This seems like good moves. I think overall, like this, we saw some of it last year with the FO and their intentions of how they wanted to move things, and I think we're seeing it even more so this year, which makes me happy. You know what I mean? We seem like we know what the fuck we're doing in the front office, which is fucking dope. Which is really dope. Listen, there was a question here on the chat from BR Manis. Any thoughts on Bradley Wright Phillips as a backup? He's free. What are your thoughts about that?
I'd rather take Josie Altidore as a backup.
But I don't think we can get Josie Altidore as a backup. I don't think.
Can't we?
I don't know, man.
No.
I think he's still.
So much
We
money
got
there.
I think he
we
still
got
feels
Christian Pavon on a free transfer.
outside of
anything's
MLS
possible.
though. That's outside of MLS. Like I think it's a far cry for us to think about getting something like
Yeah.
La Ultra, because I think he still believes he's a top player in the league. You know what I mean? I think.
Yeah, I mean, how many titles does he have?
Yeah. Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you. I see your logic. What I
Yeah.
don't believe is he'll see the same logic, all right? Because I think he believes
You know what though? To his credit, and I don't know if you guys remember MLS Cup, the pass on just obviously the current pass on, right? When he came in that second half for Toronto's game completely changed, and they looked a lot better once Josie Altidore was in there. They still ended up losing, but who knows what would have happened if you would have started or if he came in sooner in that game.
But that was a problem for Toronto too, though, right? Like they couldn't. That was a problem for Toronto, though, right? They couldn't have
Right.
him in the field as much as they wanted to. Like throughout the season, he was
Injured.
off and off.
Sound familiar?
Yeah, but we just got rid of that. So George,
Right, but the difference is we're talking about a backup striker as opposed to a starting right winger.
accurate
Difference.
Yeah, accurate.
Big
Accurate
difference.
as fuck. Accurate. Yeah, I just thought it was interesting. My thoughts on BWP. I like BWP.
Matter Serrano
yeah,
said
but-
that we already tried.
Yeah, Manor Serrano say BWP priced himself out. G's already tried.
He probably wants too much money, dog.
Es que se va a la verga, pues.
If we go back to League One, dog. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you,
Go back being
you sound like
nobody.
someone that just went to France.
Yeah.
No, League One in England.
Nah, you didn't catch that.
He didn't go to France.
Oh,
I'm
I got
talking
it
about
now.
Drini.
I got it now.
Yeah, he didn't go to France.
He's going to Australia.
He's in France right now.
Nah, he's
He
not.
flew into
He's in-
France.
Buddy,
Yeah.
Nah,
hey, is he gonna end up going to Australia?
He's in Belgium because of French
I
fries.
just started watching
the
the A League. Dog, that shit is fire.
Accurate. I think we talked about that a few episodes back. Where
You should watch the 18.
okay. Oh, the
That
what?
was an
Armin
old
of
ass
Water
show.
and Power. Hell yeah, let's get those guys.
All right, that's interesting. All right, man. Let's talk about this with the players that we have in play, and I think we're all in the same boat where we think we're gonna get some defensive backup, and maybe a secondary. Oh, not maybe, but like in a backup striker. But with the players we have now, I think we have pretty much a starting 11. Right, we talked about this the other week when we talked about defense. Doesn't change much except for the inclusion of Emiliano Insua on the left, and then in the middle we had a combination of Benny, Jonah, and Leggett with Katai, Pavon, and Chicha as striker. I think nothing has changed since then. Let's talk about what do we expect with this starting 11, potential starting 11. What do we expect the Galaxy to look like on the field right now? What's your thoughts?
I think the first couple games we're going to be completely lost.
Oh, you think so?
I believe so.
That's interesting.
Just because GBS's system, he has players that bring him in that he brings in purposely for his system. But I think it's a new system that a lot of people are still going to try to be picking up, personalities that need to mesh together. Hopefully this offseason, I mean, Insua still not even in the States yet, so that's going to be a big hit.
And Chicha is only training to the side too.
Chicha's training to the
He's waiting
side.
for his visa.
So don't be surprised for the first couple games if we take L's.
I
think
still think we have enough time for the players to mesh and to mesh and pick up the system before.
Chicha's not going to play any preseason games.
He's not. We're not.
No. I think I read somewhere that he wasn't going to play any preseason games.
There's no way, dog.
I doubt
He's not
that.
playing for sure on the 8th.
There's no way he misses all preseason games.
Yeah.
Listen,
We'll see.
I,
We'll see.
I'll
Like,
try to find it.
Yeah, if
I'll
you
try
can
to
find it, tweet it out
but
from our account. Either way, like with Chicha, if we're talking about just Chicha, I don't think that's too much of a problem. Just because I think we're gonna play into what he likes. You know what I mean? So I don't see that too much of a problem. So I don't see that. But let's talk more about style. You know, we're hung up a lot. A lot of comments I see are hung up on what we saw last year, right? And again, right, I've been big on saying this over and over and over again, that a lot of how we played last year was because of Zlatan, right? So with the inclusion of Chicharito, I think that will change, and we'll see a lot more fluid team. but also at the same time, it causes me concern thinking, can these guys play that fluid style for 490? What are your guys' thoughts?
I think it's
I
very
don't see it.
possible.
I don't see it.
You don't see George?
Honestly, my whole negativity on it is the last 2 seasons I came into this fucking season thinking that we're gonna kill some shit. So I'm gonna switch it up. I thought we were gonna kill. We ended up eating ass. So I'm gonna switch it up.
But we started
fucking
well
suck.
last year,
Everyone
though.
suck.
Hey, this is the wrong with eating ass though.
Nothing wrong with eating ass.
This is
at
the wrong
all.
with eating ass. So
Listen, all right. But all right, I'm changing it up. I'm not being optimistic. We're gonna suck.
Don't do that. I
GPS
don't
is
like
last
that.
year.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Brr, 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 brr.
All right, GPS. You heard it here. Nah, honestly, I think it's definitely going to take a while. Are we going to see glimpses of it? I really hope that we start seeing the glimpses of it in preseason. I think last season, I believe it was in the OC game where we saw Drini and Alessandrini and what things wanted to happen and how they wanted to flow. I hope to see that during preseason, or I hope to see glimpses of something like that, just so we have a blueprint going into the season. Because if we completely start during the season, then expect to have a rough beginning.
Interesting. Well, you know what? And I'll say this, right? Like, if having a rough beginning means having a strong end,
I'll take it. Yeah,
you know what I
it
mean?
is
Like,
what it is.
I might be,
Yeah.
I might be in, you know, I mean, it might be per se to take that because we seen how we have some dips towards the end sometimes where they kind of fuck us over. One player that was here last year that you want to see something different, and what?
Pipo Gonzalez.
And what you
I
want
want
to see?
him to be a leader. I want him to be that leader in the back that Polenta was, but I want him to keep the high standard of defending up. I want him to be better. I think he's definitely in a hard year for contract. And if there was anyone else I would like to see a little bit more of is Joe Benny.
What do you
I
like to
think
see more
Joe
from
Benny
him?
needs to solidify himself as what he is. I think that's why we brought in the Perry Kitchens. That's why we brought in defensive tactics during the games. And I think Joe Benny is still smart enough and I think young enough to be able to adapt to these different type of games where we don't need to bring someone in.
I agree. You know what? I agree, especially because I've seen him play in America, and he was surrounded by big, big name players for at least for our continent. And he held his own a lot with America when he played for them. So I know that it's there, right? I just kind of want to see it. So I agree with you on that. Masa, what about you?
I need more from Seba.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna
he
say.
got
too.
a
he's smart as
he,
fuck.
he got a pay raise. You know, he ended out the year strong.
Stronger.
And I need to see more of that, and even better than that. I need to see Leggett before he went down on injury.
Yeah,
That's what I would like to see.
and that World Cup qualifier a few years back now, right? That's right before that. Like what got him to the World Cup to the U.S. national team?
And I get it. Maybe he didn't feel comfortable. You know, maybe he was still scared of getting injured. But I think towards the end of last season, we saw a fearless Leggett, and I need that from him to be fearless to take players on. He's more than capable to take players on one-on-one. You know, so I need him to step up.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree with you, and that's
Hey, Rudy,
go for it.
I apologize. I'm fucking around with Trello right now, and I'm fucking up. So yeah,
Um,
I'm trying to figure this shit out. So oops,
fucking idiot.
I quit.
I love you.
I quit.
Listen, I same sentiment. That's exactly what I was gonna pinpoint out. I want to see Leggett be more descarado. You know what I mean? More willing to fucking make mistakes, but drive forward.
Como yomo.
Yomo, Ale. Nah, but
¿Qué tú
seriously, like,
sabes de esto?
Déjale caer todo el peso.
we're gonna just, George, you wanna hop in here? You wanna hop in here and eat the Alex or something?
Wow. Who was that guy?
That's Yagamaga Ranks.
Yep. Maki Ranks.
All right. But back to Legit. I definitely want to see more Descaro from him. I want to see him take on players, even if he's not 100% successful at it. I want to see him drive. I want defense to be aware, defense and defending midfielders to be aware of him and have to keep an eye on him the whole fucking game. You know what I mean? Like,
He has the biggest chip off his shoulder in Zlatan. I think Zlatan hurt his ego a lot last year.
I think so
Shit,
too.
that shit would
think so
affect anybody.
I think so too. So I'm hoping to see that. That's
No more Becky G. Becky Z.
That's so stupid. Angel, I thought you seem to kind of agree with legit. Anything you want to add to that, or another player?
You know what? Yeah, I must say legit too. My thing with him, it goes back to last year. Towards, I'm not gonna say towards the end, but at least when we looked more creative, is when he looked engaged in that attacking midfielder role. When he was able to do that, is when we were able. That's when we looked better. To be honest with you, when our attack looked better, when it wasn't just that one dimensional. Hey, put out to the wings and then boom, send it to Zlatan. Right. The few times that we looked good, or at least looked better, not say good, but looked better, is when he would actually attempt to go down the middle.
Yep.
Right. And attempt to create.
Drive at
On
the
top of
defense,
that,
right?
Yeah, and it was a collective too, right? Because towards the end, you see Antuna also try to do it. You see Joe Benny Corona do it a little bit more, but it's one of those things like, hey, who's gonna play Cam? Play Cam, stay Cam, don't drop. You already have two people behind you. Stay up top. You don't need to drop.
Yep.
You don't need to drop, and that's my thing.
No, I 100% agree. I 100% agree. That's what we want to see. Hopefully that's something we see. But yeah, dope. Here's a question from the chat real quick. Who would win a karaoke contest, Angel or Rolf? Rolf got some vocals too, though. I seen his elevator. Was it an elevator?
What song did he sing?
I'll Be There, Michael Jackson?
Was it?
No. It was a Jackson song.
Whatever it was, though.
I'm gonna back Angel on this one because that's my friend.
Do it, Justin Bieber. Do it, Justin Bieber.
Oh, wow.
Nah, I got Rolf because if you fan him, the hair is gonna be floated.
Actually,
that's true though.
That's a scene. I can see it. You know what I mean? I can see it.
I know, but listen, I could just bust what Neo does. Just put all the different hats and then just do all the different dance moves with my whoo.
Hey, I have a better question for you guys.
Neo is trash as fuck.
Who's a better right back, Angel or Rolf?
Angel.
Me.
Angel. Fit Angel.
Fit
Angel
Yeah,
is a better right back.
Fit Angel.
All right, boys. You know what? Probably not gonna be a long episode, but I do want to touch on something. Angel, I
got a question. I got a question that was texted me. Can we touch on that? Sure. Maybe we might have touched on it. Nelson, shout out to L. Shout out to Nelson. He I was at the press conference on Thursday, I believe it was, of last week, and he got us a lot of good shots. So the shots that we tweeted out with the comments and the quotes were all by Nelson. I'll put up his Instagram in a bit.
Speaking of that, let me hop in here and just add to that. We will be running a giveaway next week for one of Nelson's full-size prints. He's donating it to us. We'll give you the info on how you can win it next week. But yeah, cool.
Nelson asked, what position should the G's prioritize before preseason? Backup defender or a backup striker?
Can I say a different role?
Sure.
I'd say
yeah.
Okay. I'd say a backup versatile winger.
We need one of those too.
The one that can play either or. Because, listen, obviously I don't want it to happen, but technically Jorgen's still in the team, and he's played center back before, right? So, listen, I'm not saying we want it, but at least he can play it, right?
Jeez, don't say it, Angel.
We have Ethan Zubak, which is unfortunate. Again, these are not good scenarios, but we're talking about guys that can play that position. Apart from Leggett, which we just talked about, we want him in that cam role. At least that seems to be the consensus. Who else do we have to play in either wing right now?
Efra? No,
yeah,
he has no speed though, man.
Araujo?
He has no speed. Araujo maybe, but yeah,
listen, but then you're talking about playing guys at position
clear,
that don't play those roles.
Yeah,
right? And that's
clear,
my thing.
No clear. Yeah.
That's my thing. We need to find a versatile, actual winger. Listen, this is. I don't want Emma Boateng for multiple reasons. But if we can find someone of that type of, I know. Rest in peace. Yeah, but if we can come up with, I'm not saying come up with someone like him, but a player of that type of ability, right? That he's going to be just a winger. That's going to be his role, whether it's on the left or the right hand side. Just someone that can come in case, or not necessarily in case anyone gets hurt, but just in case they want to rest Pavon for one game or Katai for one game. You don't have anyone that can do that, and finding someone that can, and they don't have to be as fast as Pavon, but someone that is competent enough on how to play that on either wing. That's, to me, I think it's pretty important right now.
I agree. Listen, and I agree. I don't know if I agree. I don't know, man. Like, I think all three of those positions need a backup. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even know how to prioritize Either one, I guess, is like whatever name comes up first that's a viable option. Go with that. But all three of those spots are like a priority, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, we just talked about the defense. One of these guys has a dip in form or gets injured, and we have to resolve to fucking Jorgen. Like that's not a good look. You know what I mean?
I think that's
Same
just
thing
a
with the
red flag
wingers.
for me. I
Yeah.
think that's a red. I think defender. For me, if I had to pick between a defender and a forward, like the question asked, I'd go defender. Just because I think we could move a lot of pieces up top to what we did last season. I don't want to see it, but I'd rather us like have Pavon up there. If we're missing Chicha, we have someone to where we could possibly score goals. I'd rather have a 0-0 game where we didn't create, but our defense was solid.
Yeah, man, it's interesting, right? Because like, imagine this scenario, right? We're having a balling ass season where our wings are connecting 100% with Chicha, and then one of them go down, and then the whole fucking chemistry is off balance because of that, right? Like, that's to me equally as important and could cause as much trouble as not having a backup a defender or a different defender. I think all three of positions have to fucking be looked at and bring somebody in who, like Angel said, right? Maybe not at the same quality level, but definitely up there with enough skills that you bring them in 70th minute or whenever they need to come in and still don't change the balance of the team too much.
Yeah. That. Exactly.
Dope. Must you have anything to add to that?
I think I'll go with backup striker. I have to pick between defender and striker.
Yeah.
Just because Zubak ain't it. And then I think Danny Acosta could fill in at center back too.
Isn't he?
And
How tall is he? Do you know?
You think, or are you sure?
No, I'm pretty sure he plays left back, but he's played center back as well at RSL.
Do we know how tall
And
he is?
then, I don't know. I'm not too sure. And I hate to agree with Angel, but Shelvick's still on the roster for now. So there's another center back, whether we like it or not.
You know who would be
Boy.
nice as fuck right now for this roster?
Who?
Alessandrini. Low key, huh?
So yeah,
Te voy a matar, cerote. Te voy a matar.
I would want a backup striker,
Belgium.
to be honest.
You know, and you mentioned that Danny Acosta is 5'11", so he's not a short guy.
Someone said 5'8". So which one is it? 5'8" or 5'11"?
I looked it up.
That's different.
I looked it up. He's well, at least his Wikipedia says he's 5'11". Take that as
Your
well.
Wikipedia says you're
Dog
5.
is-
You're 5'11".
He's 5'8". He's 5'8". His Jerry Curl's 5'11", dog.
Yeah, he had that volume. He has that volume.
Oh,
Jeremy,
is that how it works? Is that why I'm short?
Jeremy look taller as fuck. That was
Possibly.
that mop in his head. He looks tall as fuck. now. Yolanda as fuck.
Saldiva ass.
All right. Before we get into more questions that we got from Twitter or Instagram, I want to touch on something about the ISC. Angel, I think you're right on a lot of points to me last week about how we have a lot of shit together, like our processes are together. When I say we, I'm talking about ACB. And I think we've been fortunate enough because I think from the first leadership group to the leadership group that stands today, there's always been something that been put in place that makes it better for, because it was good at the one point and bad in the others. Like it just made us better. So we have that structure where we've been good. But one thing I took from ISC was the romance that still exists with a lot of the lower league, non-MLS leagues, right? I know you mentioned to me that about me chopping it up with the guy from Madison, from Fort Madison for like an hour.
Yeah. Honestly, it might have been longer.
It might have been longer.
I rotated through a whole bunch of different groups until I finally got to a different Forward Madison guy, and you were still talking to that Forward Madison guy.
Yeah. Listen, because in not even the fear, because I know for a fact I sound like this, but I'm definitely like the old back in my day guy, right? But a lot of the shit they go through is very, very similar to what we went through 11, 12, 10, 11, 12 years ago, right? Like that is a lot of similarities. And to me that always brings a special feeling to me because that's why I fell in love with this group. That's why I'm still in this group. That's why I do as much as I do for this group because I love that, right? Like there's I'm always going to come back to that. And And the only reason I bring this up is because coming into this season, we have the Victoria block happening, and it's gonna be the first time for a lot of people to actually get into something of this space, right? Some becoming a supporter from a supporter group or being in a support group environment. So I wanted to bring this up just because of that, right? There's a lot of ground that's been laid by a lot of people over the last, you know, we go Galaxians for 25 years. We go with Lars for shit since 2004 for them, right? It's since the Stadium Open or something like that. So like, you know, they have a legacy. ACB has a legacy, and now Outlaws is creating their own. For all you people that are going to be joining us in Victoria Block, whether it's for full season, 6 games, however many games you can make it, take time and talk to other people and really know the history and everything that got laid down in order for us to have Victoria Block, to have safe standing. Is one thing I realized talking to him is that we don't talk enough about this, so a lot of people don't understand like everything that went through to get to this point. So what I'll say is we have Victoria Block, the B Block party happening February 8th. It's gonna be a dope little event. We're gonna have tailgate ish type of party out in the ACB area, and then we're gonna watch the practice. What I will say is for what do you mean, you people? Come on, Adrian, I was getting deep in my talk, and you're gonna come in with that.
I was gonna say that earlier, but you know what? You looked like you're in the zone. I just let you be. So if somebody else fucked it up, it's cool.
But
What do you mean, you people.
what I mean, you people is like for everybody who's not constantly been involved with the ACB, Lars, Galaxians, or whoever it may be. I'll say this: come out February 8th. February is gonna be super dope. I know details have been slim, but we'll get details for you this week and next week. But come out, and really like embrace what this culture is, and talk to a lot of the older people. Talk to a lot of people who have been there for a while, because I think you guys could get a lot of.
Oh, it's in 2 weekends, huh? I thought it was this weekend
No,
for
it's
some
just
reason.
2 weekends. Talk. Don't be afraid to talk to some of the guys who've been here for longer, and really get ask questions about how it was when it first started. Ask questions why we do certain things the way we do. Just get involved. I think it's a great opportunity to get involved, because we take the fact that we have the LA Galaxy, a team that's going to be here forever, for granted, right? Because when I was talking to like the guys before Madison, and talking to the other guys, they don't know. They don't know if team's gonna be there in 5 years, and that's some shit that we take for granted because we know our team's gonna be here, right? Whatever it looks like in 5 years.
It's like one of those things that I mentioned last week, Rudy. It's when you're there, we didn't have to speak a lot.
Yeah,
we didn't speak a lot. If it wasn't for Karina being on that panel, us as LA Galaxy was ACB leadership during the actual breakout sessions and during the conference, we didn't really say much. We listened, we made comments every now and then, we'd address certain things, right? But we weren't the ones that were talking the most. But people knew that we were in the room. Like that was a given. Obviously, once you're doing the networking stuff after the fact, when we're getting drinks, that's different. And then people ask you the questions.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're from LA? Like people they ask these questions, right? And they pick your brain, and then obviously we do the same, and then we realize, holy shit, New York is trash. They don't got this shit together. Holy shit, DC United is even more trash. They really don't have this shit together. It's like, holy shit, we're actually not that bad.
No, man. Again, but yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But again, just to your point, like that didn't happen because the FO did it, or because we have some magic beans that made this happen. That's a lot of work from a lot of people from a lot of years. So again, if you're just getting into the supporter culture, if you're just joining ACB, Galaxians, Outlaws, Lars, if you're just coming in to have a good time with Victoria Block, take a second and get to know some of the people who have been here for a while, and kind of understand the culture behind it, and understand who we are, because I think it's important, and it's something we take for granted that a lot of other places don't have that luxury to take for granted. So again, just I kind of wanted just to follow up, because I heard your talk last week about the AC, and for me it just that's what resonated from the whole trip. So I just kind of want to share that with you guys. But yeah, that's it. I mean, unless you guys have anything to follow that up with.
Good. Questions.
We get into questions.
Real quick, before we move on, tomorrow is a big day for CBA. Tomorrow we find out if we have a lockout or not. So keep an eye out on that. It's
Hell
gonna be interesting, and then hopefully maybe the Galaxy is waiting for that to get taken care of, so we figure out what we're doing with the money
How much money we
in the
got?
roster.
5 designated players.
Yeah, I mean we got all the money.
Well, how much money can we spend? I guess, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can spend as much as we want. It's not our money. It's AEG money.
What's the current salary cap?
Right now,
Yeah.
I think
Where we at?
I think something like 5 million or something like that, right? It's super low, except for DPs.
I have no idea.
It's something like that. I'm
to
not
be
sure.
honest.
Whatever it is, as long as the Galaxy can still spend money like they're in a strip club, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, true.
Fuck.
Fuck.
George, do you have questions pulled up or no? Just I know you had a busy day, so like
No, I do have a question, Glenn. I just read through it. He asked if we were to have a sleeve sponsor, who would you like? By sleeve sponsor, if people don't know, they want to. Some people have. Doesn't
I think
do
it's
anyone have-
new this year. I think teams are allowed to
Yeah.
have sleeve sponsors. I want some LA shit, bro. I want like a Taurino or some shit like that, like some real LA shit. You know what I mean?
Trash shit.
Listen, I was just saying that because it's from LA. You know what I mean? Like I want
Oh,
some real
okay.
LA shit. Like it doesn't have to be Taurino. I'm not.
Pink's hot dogs. I'll go with Pink's.
Yeah, hot dogs, some shit like that. What do you guys think?
I say Los Carnales Taco Truck from Fig and Vernon.
We trying to make them a sponsor.
Right there you go.
Oh shit.
Asa, who you got?
Sam Hope Bros.
Sam Hope.
Sam.
Fuck, Nikki Sports.
Nikki Sports.
Fuck that. We doing Pepe
Hell
Sports
yeah.
now. We doing Pepe Sports.
Pepe Sports.
We ain't doing Nicky. We going Pepe Sports. No, for some real shit though. Like I really want some like LA shit that's gonna give us money though, right? Because like El Torino ain't dropping the
I
money.
mean,
We're gonna do it. Do body armor. Body armor. Drink Kobe's drink. Put that shit on our jersey.
Well, yeah, shit like that, or like SpaceX, because that's also from here. There's definitely some good shit out there that we can definitely.
La Curacao, dog.
El pescador, dog. That's what he needs to do, dog. We need to put pescador on the fucking.
Nah, because some of the pescadores are Galaxy as fuck. Some of them are lay as fuck. So
Well,
nah,
we do
nah,
el
we
pescador from
can't.
Carson. Just specifically that one.
No, one's even the other one pescador from Montebello.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's interesting. Whatever it is, like there's something about when the sponsors gets done right that I like.
North Hollywood. So we can also do Vivid.
Vivid, I'm down. That's right off the freeway too. Right
Oh, you
now.
got and it's just like a V. It's just Vivid.
Just
All right. We
re-
also have another question.
just rebuttaling the cap is 4.2 million. Good looking out, Adrian. Appreciate that.
Damn, that's fucking low as shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a rookie's contract in football.
It puts into perspective what the Galaxy could do with these contracts, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. Raul wants to know Kobe Tifo on opening day. What do you guys think? I love it.
Same. Listen, I can't confirm it's for opening day, but there has been talks about doing some kind of display for Kobe. So wait and see.
All right. Last question from David wants to know, with the CBA still up in the air, would you guys be okay with giving up a few weeks of soccer if you knew it would significantly help the league across the year?
Fuck no.
Not the right crowd to ask. Not the right crowd to ask.
Fuck no. You the dumbest motherfucker I know. I already paid for Houston away and for Miami away. You got me.
I say yes. I say yes exactly because of that.
Because of that.
I say yes.
These are
I
fake as
hope
fuck fans.
I hope it gets pushed back a month. Give it a month.
So you guys are a bunch of fake ass fans. That's why.
Nah, like straight up, I haven't bought my flight tickets yet, but I'm with Angel. Man, I'm greedy as fuck. I want to see my team play already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. All right.
Should have waited till tomorrow to buy your tickets, Angel. I hope that shit gets pushed back.
If you bought it a month ago, I agree. But when did you buy your flights?
About a month ago.
Okay, never mind. You're fine. For people that bought it this week, y'all fucked up. Y'all should have waited for tomorrow. All right. That was it for questions.
We had some on
outta
Instagram, don't
here.
we?
No.
We good? Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. Before we take off, Angel, you got any ACB plugs?
Oh shit. Damn it.
Let's talk about
Oh shit, you guys
Freedom
posted
Parties.
it up? Damn, my bad. All right, never mind. We do have questions. All right. Well, the MLS season. No, okay. We already talked about that. Did you guys come across path 3252 in Baltimore?
Yes.
Yes or no? Okay. Yes.
We talked about it.
Are we going to get a preview of Safe Standing at the V Block party?
Yep, and that's one of the reasons the party is happening. We will the open practice will be held in the big stadium, and our I think all of the north end and GA half a stadium is gonna be open or some shit like that, but B Block will have safe standing for us to get in there and kind of
Nice.
fill it out.
Oh, Gabriel wants to know ACB tickets. Are they up? Do we have links? Is that something?
Yep.
I don't know.
So
All right.
go for it.
This never used to be a problem with Tony on the board.
Okay. All right. Listen.
Yes,
I'm just kidding. I'm just stirring the pot. I don't even know what's happening behind the scene. I don't know what's happening behind the scene. I'm
go.
just stirring a pot.
You go.
Yeah. First of all, shout out to Tony Medea, not Ant, because Ant's in here always talking shit. But what we're trying to do is trying to integrate all the store inside of inside of the site. So if you're a member, we want to be able to offer you member prices without having to have double the products on the store. So Tony's building out the system right now. That's why we're trying to have it done before the start of the season so we can put everything there. But I think the plan right now is we're gonna go ahead and put the first batch of tickets up on our site, and then work through that. Hopefully, to have the site and the store up and running together by the second batch. So tickets will be up for sale soon.
All right.
Do you want to? Yeah, go ahead.
Danilo Acosta. Anyone know anything about him? Did he do good with Orlando? Was he on the bench starting?
Trash.
Trash.
He
There
was
you
on
go.
the bench.
Trash.
All right. LA is our house says no questions, just un gran abrazo a todos. We love you.
Same.
Same.
Liz
Same.
wants to know when is Insua joining the team?
Next month.
Oh, is it next month really?
Yeah. February.
Next month is in a couple of days, my man.
That's why.
Right. Do you know why? I'm sorry. I don't know why.
Because
You know what? We asked
market
the question
opens in
actually on
February.
Tuesday. Yeah, we asked the question about why he's not here. So he could be here, doesn't mean he can train. It's like Chicharito, he's here already, but he can't train because of the market. Doesn't officially open until February. But they're saying that there's likely part of it's just visa issues and stuff like that. But it's everything else in terms of him being part of the squad's already done. So
we're
he'll
just
be
waiting
here.
for
It's just a matter of when he gets here.
for
All
legalities.
right. Dan says, hype for Chicha, but I think Pavon will have a more successful season
Then
Facts.
Chicha.
than Chicha.
What does that mean?
Facts.
What do you guys think that means? Right? He didn't answer, but what is a more successful season for Provon mean to you guys?
I don't think that's a fair question, to be honest with you. I just
You
said
just want to say
facts.
facts?
Yeah, because like you know what, fuck it. I just say just cause. But
Assist wise, 100%. I don't think he's tops
Yeah.
Chicha. I think Pavon kills him in assists. Goals wise, I think they'll be close.
Oh,
I
you think
it
that-
should be good.
Better-
I think Chicha's scoring 15 plus. And I see Pavon scoring that too.
well, I think the better question would be is who does better, Pavon or Katay? That's the actual question.
Got that 100%.
No, no. I think it's the opposite, right?
Facts.
I think listen, you know what? If I won't replicate Adrini's performance on a winning team, meaning if he could get double-digit goals, double-digit assists, I could agree with that. I could agree with that, right?
That's gonna happen, baby.
Listen, hopefully,
No, not hopefully. It's gonna happen. Throw it out there.
put it in the universe.
Let the universe hear you, dog.
I'm down with that. Double-digit goals, double-digit assists for Pavon.
Yep, Pavon.
Let's go.
Sign. Done.
Let's go.
Done deal.
Facts.
MLG Cheesy says, who's better at FIFA, Masa or Rudy? Asking for a friend.
Masa.
Masa really beat me last time online, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
but listen, it's foot though, right? Foot is different
That was
because
a
foot.
fantasy squad.
Yeah, exactly, right. Like when we play kickoff, Angel beats me, George beats me. So yeah, I think you guys are better FIFA players. I just play a lot of putt.
CJ wants to know what are the chances of a Tifo dedicated Kobe? We already talked about that.
it.
Manuel wants to know any updates on Miami. Yeah, the CBA is going to be pushed for a month. You shouldn't have.
Actually, I do have an update.
You want to see that for ACB plugs, just so you can talk about that too, and the VPs.
All right, fine.
All right.
We'll
We
answer
have
it
two
right now.
questions on Carlos Salcedo. We already answered those. And Julissa wants to know, will pickup for the Angelino shirts be available at the home opener?
No, we already fucking sent those to El Salvador. We fucked up. Should have picked them up before.
Yes, they will be available.
Yes, they will be available.
All right. We're all done with questions.
All right, let's get to the fucking ACB plugs up in this bitch.
ICB plugs.
I want to go watch ESPN. I want to
These
go
are the
cry.
ACB plugs. Hey, is it ACB plugs or ACB news? I already forgot.
ACB plugs because it's Lars
ACB
news.
plugs.
We're
Okay,
gonna
well,
get
these are ACB
copyrighted.
plugs.
Yeah. Season
All right.
sensitive.
What you tell me to say for ACB plugs?
Miami update and VPs.
Oh, all right. First thing, so Miami update. All right, let me. So we did connect with our front office after everything. And unfortunately, we are only going to be able to get 100 tickets to the official
100
weigh-in.
tickets. Fuck Miami. God damn.
Yep,
Yeah,
100 tickets to the official weigh-in. With that being said, I do know that the FO is trying to find alternatives to get additional tickets because, from my understanding, there's been quite a significant amount of people reach out for tickets. However, if you already booked your flight, you can now head over to lagalaxy.com/LAX and request your tickets. It's already now available on the submissions form. So if you're going, I highly encourage you to go out there and bug the shit out of Jonathan Malter. He's back from vacation.
Yep, he's
So
ready to work.
So yeah, so bug him. Bug him.
Malter.
Question,
Yeah, bug
Angel.
Malter.
Question. Regarding Miami.
Yeah.
Is our anger? Should our anger be focused on the FO or Miami's FO? Where's the fault lie here?
Can hold on? Can I answer from the outside looking in?
Go for it.
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Please, because I don't want to really talk about it.
Okay, that's fine too.
Immediate outcome. Obviously, I don't know. I haven't asked these questions. You and I haven't talked about it. I blame Miami's FO, just because they are the ones that say this is the amount. Now, with that being said, if supporters of council went to the FO and said ahead of time, you need to get on this because we don't want to deal with bullshit, and now it's a month or two away from the game and we're dealing with bullshit, then that's on them. But initially, I would say it's up to the away for the away team to say this is the amount that we've allocated. I think 100's fucking dumb. I think the MLS should be able to
Fucking
step in
trash.
and say you guys are stupid for this.
Garbage.
Like it's one of the
Agreed.
biggest. It's one of the biggest games. I think MLS. This is where you need to step in and say, no, you know what? This is for the better of the game. This is exposure. Fans are traveling from West Coast to East Coast just to see this game. There should be no reason why they're a ticket. They have to buy a ticket in the second market for them not to come. It's stupid, but long story short, I blame their FO, but I could see why our FO had some fault in it.
I have my beefs with our front office when it comes to this for multiple reasons. I think really you have an idea as to why. However, we have a good relationship with at least we do, right? At least Rudy and I think we do. We have a good relationship with the front office. I can't speak for everyone else in leadership. I don't know where they feel or what they feel. But I'm in a good place with Brendan Hennon, with Chris Thomas, Jonathan Malter, Alex Merced, Chris Klein. As a matter of fact, you missed the other day, Rudy, because he didn't show up. You weren't able to make it. You were Dennis Teclosa came in there and we had a conversation with him a little bit. Yeah, he came in there and he was like, hey, we conversation just brief, like I say 3-4 minutes about the season. So we have a good relationship with the front office. Things have gotten a lot better over the last 3 years. Obviously, there's still moments where we definitely clash, and there's still certain things that we don't agree with or that we get livid about. This whole Miami thing, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. I blame a lot of it, a lot of it, if not all of it, on RFO. And sure that they can say whatever they want to me. I at the end of the day, I don't feel like enough was done. I get that they don't have enough control. But listen, David Beckham played for our squad. The fact that you guys couldn't guilt him into hey, what the fuck? Only 100 tickets? And I get that he's a minority owner. I get that 100%. But that's not the point. Everything's being branded as David Beckham's old club against David Beckham's new club. So that's what leverage that, use that. But listen, I don't know how to keep going. At the end of the day, I honestly think that it's Miami's front office that doesn't want to get shown up. They don't want the supporters to get shown up by the traveling contingent from LA, because at first they mentioned that they were going to give us between 200 to 250 tickets. And then when I think Malta or whoever from AFL said that we'd be targeting between 250 to 300, they come back with 100. So
let me.
There's that.
I agree with you. I think George hit on the head. Like Miami holds a lot of cards, but I definitely feel like the RFO dropped the ball on it just because we had told them that's one of the games they were targeting, so they could do something.
Listen,
Let,
was it, I brought up like what 5 months ago,
Yep.
6 months ago? Like
100%.
let's do something with this, and
I
yeah,
let me just here's one thing I do want to bring up, and I don't know how much of an excuse this is for RFO, but I was talking to I forget his name, but he's the president for Skyways Casuals for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, which is the soccer team there.
Yeah.
And he was telling me he wasn't surprised just because that stadium where they're gonna play at is fucking tiny, and they're not even sure if they're gonna have it up and running the way it needs to by the start of
hmm
the season. Right, so there's that. Right, again, not trying to make an excuse for none of the FO, but there's that. Like, there's
which is
I don't
fair.
think
Listen,
Miami's gonna
and
have the
again,
shit straight.
and this is what like I told Brennan Hennon and Chris Thomas. Like, listen, I don't know how that shit's work on the back end. This is what I see from our side, and I get frustrated because this is what I can control. I can control my conversations with you.
Yep.
I don't control
Yeah,
the
100%.
conversations with Miami. So obviously you're gonna get my frustration because this is something that I really wanted for our LA Galaxy fan base
Mm-hmm.
to be this dope ass fucking trek to Miami. 250 to 300 of us going out there for the first game. Like they're hyping it up themselves.
I agree. I agree.
So,
And
but
then
listen, it is what it is. At the end of the day, if you got your plane ticket already, I
get
highly
there.
suggest you actually no. I suggest is take your ass over to galaxy.com/LAX and request your ticket, and we'll see what the FO can do.
I agree.
But
Yes.
on some positive news, shout out to the FO for coming up with a significant amount of tickets to San Jose. So for all of you guys that were on your 1K to SJ bullshit, I better see all you fuckers on the bus. If not, then shut the fuck up with your shit.
Yes. Let's go.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Yep.
Talk to me about viewing parties.
Viewing parties. All right, cool. So as I mentioned to you, Rudy, before we went live, we've started similar initiative as we've had in the past, where it's a network of viewing parties. Difference now is that we want to be proactive about it now since the start of the season, where we're gonna promote all these, not necessarily promote these places, but make everyone aware of where these viewing parties are going to be for the 2020 season. This is for the majority of the away games the season, with a few exceptions, but we'll post up throughout the season as to when a specific game's not going to be shown at set place or whatever. But for the most part, these are going to be the following locations. Maybe might be adding one or two, but the following locations are going to be official viewing party spots for LA Galaxy in 2020. So downtown LA is no longer going to be LA Beer Garden. Fuck you, Jesse. It's going to be at Tom's Urban.
Let's go.
And yeah, and they already confirmed that
Ooh,
at least
that's
for
nice.
for majority of the games, the smaller ones, they're going to give us the new spot, like the new section where the old pizza spot used to be. That
Oh,
they're
Like
gonna
a little
have
bar area?
sound. Yeah, the whole little bar area. They're gonna have the sound on and everything. And this is gonna be an ongoing partnership throughout the 2020 season with the front office.
damn, that's sick.
Um,
We're gonna be in the heart of LA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And on the west side, this is one of the new ones also. Rocco's Tavern in Westwood.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah,
You
Rocco's
remember Rocco's?
Tavern.
You remember Rocco's?
They're fucking. Their happy hour undefeated.
Yeah, and apparently they're gonna. We're talking about potentially, those type of. Actually, I'm in the group chat with the owner from Rocco's and the general manager, and they're talking about potentially doing the same special they do for the Premier League games. They'll probably do it for the Galaxy games too.
Nice. They're the same owners as
The
901, right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was gonna say that the
Sorry,
owner
I
for
jumped in.
Rocco's is the same owner for 901 and the 90 and the Rocco's in Culver City.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I'm aware.
You remember Decision Day 2 years ago for
I read
fantasy football?
Try to get 901 in there.
We could talk about it. See how
Yeah,
well, because it's
that
not
sounds
close to Tom's
Nah,
Urban
fuck
though.
them
So
fools.
it's close to Tom's Urban. But and obviously hops and barley is going to be still an ongoing thing. As a
Yes,
matter of
let's
fact,
go.
we're working with the front office at our first collaborative viewing party of the 2020 season, where the one that we usually do with Abraham Cosmo and everything is going to be at Hops and Barley in Southgate. Most likely, it's going to be the game against Minnesota United. And San Fernando, well, in the Valley, Springbok. Obviously,
Let's
that's
go.
one of our always our big ones, and then a new one, Studio City, Fox and Hounds.
That's gonna be fun too.
Yep. And they already confirmed that they're gonna
That's
honor
Arsenal
all the.
board, no?
Not anymore. Now it's just a soccer bar in general, but it used to be LA Gunners bar. Um, But yeah, Fox and Hounds, and they're gonna honor all the Premier League specials too during the Galaxy games. So they have schedule and everything. South Bay, obviously Yorkshire. Somebody brought it up, so Yorkshire is also gonna be an ongoing thing. Underground pub in Hermosa Beach. So
I
that's
remember
gonna
that.
cover everything that's Redondo Beach, Hermosa Beach, and Manhattan Beach. You guys can all make it out to Underground Pub because it's pretty central to all three. Um, in the Hawthorne and Lawndale area, we're gonna have Brooklyn Bar in Lawndale. So that's
Oh,
also a new
Brooklyn
one.
Bar's tied, dog.
Oh, you been there?
That's sick.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a new spot. Um, obviously, Rudy. Rudy, get in here. Rudy.
Keep going. Keep going.
Rudy.
Keep going. Keep going.
What's his favorite spot? El
Keep going.
Pescador and Carson. Official as fuck for the entire. You heard that, Rudy?
No, I'm
Official
sorry.
as fuck.
What's
El Pescador.
yes,
El
sir.
Carson.
Let's go. Let's
Official
go.
as fuck for 2020.
It's gonna be a
San
good
Gabriel
problem.
Valley, obviously at Pescador, the OG Pescador in Montebello. And then Pub 1954 in Eagle Rock, which actually became an ongoing viewing party towards the tail end of
Mhm.
the 2020 season. And in West Covina,
2019.
Anna's Pizza.
Nice,
Anna's Pizza. Yeah,
nice.
Anna.
Hey,
Yeah,
good.
tell her I said thank you.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
got more.
You got more.
Still
Let's
going.
go. Let's go.
Yeah. And then Empire, Union Barber and Beer Lounge in Corona. Actually, the guys there are their Galaxy owners, so they're always opening the doors to Galaxy games. Um, in the Riverside /
Let's go
Rancho
first.
area, it's gonna be a combination between Wicks Brewing and Diplomat Bar and Grill. Up in Bakersfield, if you guys are ever in Bakersfield, same spot, Agave Grill and Cantina. San Diego is no longer gonna be at Blind Lady Ale House, but it's gonna be now at Rip Current Brewing.
Nice.
Every now and then they might go back to Blind Lady House depending, but for the most part, it's gonna be a Rip Current Brewing. Orange County, Old Dubliner and Tustin, and Tony's Deli, those two that we've had
Same.
last
Yep.
year. And if you guys are in Vegas, you guys already know Crown and Anchor Pub.
Let's go.
So as of right
Fans
now,
out.
those are pretty much it.
Hey, Masa, we should do one when we move to Arizona.
I have an
Yeah.
Arizona spot already, Crown Public
Hell yeah.
House.
Really?
So
I'm
I
actually
left it
thinking about
on there
moving.
because I don't recall who reached out about doing viewing parties there last year, and I know they set one up I think for playoffs. And I think it was all right, but I can't remember who it was. And if they hear this, shoot me that DM
Yeah, I
and we can
remember
push it
meeting
again.
them last year at the games that they
Oh, there you
flew
go.
from Arizona to come to the games. So that's pretty sick.
And then the other one that I still haven't confirmed, but seems to be like it's going to be a most likely, and hopefully I'll have that out by this week. Is going to be Ambitious L's in Bixby Knolls
Dope.
/ Long Beach area. And as of right now, those are the
locations.
2020 viewing party locations for LA
Nice.
Galaxy viewing parties.
Dope. Just because I don't think it's set enough. Good looking out for all that hard work. I know you've been talking to everybody from those bars you just mentioned. So
Yep.
shout out for that and getting that.
Well, the
going.
majority, I still have some of these. Shout out to all the people who have helped out. Set these up. They made it easy for me. I mean, like Springbok, I don't even have to hit them up anymore. It's just
It is
an
what it is.
ongoing thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we still connected with them just to make sure, cool, thumbs up, everything's good. But I don't have to put them on game with, hey, this is how this works, blah blah blah. blah. Like, nah, but there's a few, like obviously the Rip Current. Shout out to her name is Carrie down San Diego who set that up. Bakersfield, shout out to Fredo from Lars. He's the one that set that up. So shout out to all these people that help out with these different things, man. I mean, I try to do as many as I can, but listen, as already as you guys hear this, we are involved in quite a bit. And it's just helpful when people decide to help out.
And in that note,
Shout
like
out to ya.
if you already go to a bar where you hang out with your homies and have a good time, hit us up. Hit us up. We can get the Galaxy to send them a care package, and start adding you to the list. If you do the legwork, we'll definitely back you guys up. So if you have a spot in mind that you already go to, hit us up and we can add it to that list. I think
Just really quick, want to touch something because I saw Chris Marner said, he reads, y'all know that the main manager for the bar, Tom Zervin, is a Levels fan, right? Yeah, we know actually, and we also knew that the waitress and the bouncer at Hops and Barley are LAFC fans, and guess what? Those are Galaxy as fuck bars.
Yep.
Especially LA Live. Why do you think you're seeing LAFC branding out there?
Yep.
Nah,
And-
that's Galaxy saying, nah, this ain't happening here. And AEG, so listen, the manager can play for the team and it's still gonna be a Galaxy as fuck bar.
at the end of the day, they want our money. So
Yep.
if we show up,
Business.
they'll take care of us. I think one thing that I think most of you guys already know is the chants are finally they're finally live. Chants are on Spotify, on Apple Music, on Pandora. Even though it seems like I have no idea how to search Pandora, I haven't used Pandora in years, so I got confirmation they're up in Pandora. I don't know how to find them, so maybe switch to different a streaming provider. I don't know what to tell you.
Spotify's where it's at.
Yeah, man. Google Play. Listen, they even on TikTok. So if you're in TikTok, you want to make a video, make sure you hit us up and do that. But the songs are there. We're working on getting lyrics out and working on getting videos out to support those chants. But as of right now, get on them, listen to them, learn them. So when the season comes around, everybody knows what the fuck we're doing, and we make people like rock. I have nothing else. Angel, do you have anything else for ACB news before we sign off?
Nope. Think I'm good.
Dope. So with that being said, it's another episode of Straight from the Stance. I'm your host Rudy at I am Smarts on Twitter, I am Smarts on Twitch, I am Smarts on.
Oh, hold on, right quick. So Jose __, Sal, G's Karaoke Showdown, V Block, Angel, Lars, Fredo, G's Rolf.
Goof.
Have you seen Fredo?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No,
He can sing.
Yeah,
He can
and
sing,
he can dance. No, he has.
Yeah. Oh, and he knows how to play an instrument.
I think he already won.
Yeah.
He could be a
You already
judge.
know.
He could be a judge. I don't think he could participate. That's not even fair.
Listen, no, I think should honestly be just him and I. I don't know about Rolf. I think Rolf shouldn't even.
Oh.
Nah, he's
you
like third
discounted
place.
Rolf.
To be
Okay.
honest with you, he's like third place. Yeah.
All right, man. I was signing off. I'm Smarts on Twitch, on Instagram, on Twitter.
Jay Undefeated 7. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Rest in peace, Mamba.
That's right. Follow me at LiveItAF96 on Twitter and ADF3691 on Instagram. What George said.
Peace, love, and G's up.
Peace.
Mamba out.
Peace, y'all.